and gentlemen, the show is about to start in.
You come home, you like your girl talking to you rough. You grew up in a rough childhood. Man, a lot of black men don't know what peace look like out of voice of another black.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I have to say, just to vocally say that a lot of black men don't even know what peace look like. Bro, nope. You know that, bro?
Just whatever, you know what I'm saying? We definitely got a few specific questions.
Yeah, I'm very much single. One of my clients gave me an envelope around the holidays that had $5,100 bills in it and bought this van. And my clients and my followers did the rest.
I didn't know how to pay bills. The only confrontation we ever had is because I didn't pay my bills. You're like, bro, I done put you in this place. I mean, it's funny, but it's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
I didn't know about paying bills, Bean.
Act on stage. Just get on stage. Shakespeare, off Broadway, off Broadway, off Broadway. He says, get on stage. And I tell any actor, get on stage.
What hurt you, it don't hurt me. Like gave that to me early. I'm 334 and used to live in dirty.
I learned a long time ago. People like to put people together, but God, He puts purposes together.
That's
why sometimes.
Success starts with you. Shop Are You Successful apparel, successful perfume, Velora Crown Hair Growth Oil, Elevation Bath Soaks, and more at successfultoyproduction.com.
Like gave it to me early.
Hey.
What hurt you, it don't hurt me. Like gave that to me early. I'm 334 and used to live in dirty. What hurt you, it won't hurt me.
You know what it is. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's another one. Welcome, man. It's a happy Monday. It's a blessed Monday. And it's a great day, man, here on the GusBoiRaw show, man. You know what it is. You're locked in on V108divide.com. And it's the Talk Vibe segment of the GusBoiRaw show, man. And I'm your host, Kiki Them Daddy, Miles, man. Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is, man. I hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is together, feeling good about yourself. You made it through the weekend, and you made it back to the platform, man. Thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in, telling somebody that tells somebody that you know gonna tell somebody. And definitely telling the person that talk too much, because you know they sure enough gonna tell somebody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all, man. Each and every one of y'all, man. Thankful to all our affiliates, our guys running the show, man. One time for D2. You know what I'm saying? Stepping in for us for the night, man. Shout out to him. Big D1. You know what I'm saying? Roy, all of the guys, Johnny, Versus, Bean, Arthur J, Paul, Cuddy, Hen, all of the affiliates of the show, man. Thank all you guys, man. Blessings to you, man. We glad that everyone is well today. We appreciate all the love and support that we're getting. We are now broadcasting on the Spotify. We broadcasting on YouTube. We on Pandora. You can listen to us live, or you can download the show, play it in your car, play it while going about your busy day. You know what I'm saying? So definitely thankful to all the doors that are being opened to us. Shout out to Successful Toy TV, man. You know, we're really messing with that sister there, man. Toy Blackman out of the Belgrade, Florida herself. You know what I'm saying? So it's so much coming up off the land, from up under that soil, man. And we are a platform that's appreciative. We're dedicated, and we are loyal to what it is to know that we need us. You dig? We absolutely, unequivocally, you know that word, need us. It ain't no doubt and ain't no other way around it, man. I hope y'all are feeling well, man. Me, myself, I'm feeling luxurious, man. I had a chance to, there's this platform called Gig Salad, right? And people book different artists. It could be, music, uh, DJs. Fortunately, I'm on there as a comedian. And I've just been getting a lot of bookings lately. And this particular booking came through. Uh, Dude said he wanted me to come do a set for a military retirement party. And I'm like, cool. He said, yo, man, we exchanged a few messages. And he said, yo, man, I'm booking you because I'm from Bear Glade, too. He said, I seen your shirt say Muck City. And I'm like, whoa. Ah, reverse. I'm like, hold on, bro, you from Bear Glade? He's like, yeah, man, I'm from, you know what I'm saying? And you can't see these folks, so you just reading the messages. So I'm like, whoa, okay. I definitely want this booking. You know what I'm saying? I even shot him the low number for the booking. Like, man, so I can make sure he booked me. I'm like, yo, man, yeah, book me for this much right here because I want to do this, event for a muck, a muck stepper, a muck boy, muck girl, whatever it is. So I was excited about the event. The brother told me later in engaging that he was the retiree. I'm like, oh, okay. So this is getting more interesting. This brother is he's a young brother, you know what I'm saying, and he retired from the military, and he done booked me. So I'm intrigued, I'm interested, I'm ready to go. He books me for the event. I get there, you know, and the event is glamorous, man. It's the room is filled with people of different military calibers and rankings and Army, Navy. I met a dude saying he was an ex federal officer, and he gave me some background on a few of cases that he was on. And I'm like, are you serious? Uh, Man, I sat down with a captain of an actual warship. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just an interesting room, you know what I'm saying, to be in. And the thing about it that was even more bigger, we were all there in that room to celebrate and honor a guy, a young man, a father from the muck. He was from Belle Glade. He's from Belle Glade, Florida. So man, he didn't know it, but I was in the room like I'd known him for years. I was proud of him. I was happy. I was just elated, man, to be a part of this event, man. And so I'm glad that we had a chance to connect that way. It was a beautiful, honored event for this young man. And we chopped it up, We chopped it up real decent, and we said we got to get together. I wanted him on the platform back then, but some things, had to conspire. We finally got it back together, and he gonna be on the show tonight, man. So tonight on the show, man, we're gonna be sitting down on the Set Yourself On Down segment with Senior Chief Cleveland Knowles, aka Trey Pound. I think that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, thank y'all for tuning in. Don't go nowhere. Y'all know what it is. We're gonna go to a short little break, and when we get back here, Brother Trey gonna be in, man. So salute. Y'all stay locked in, man. It's V108divide.com. It's your boy Miles on the GusBoiRaw show. You know what it is. We out here. Play
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They can't hear it.
I get it. So what you do?
Sleep at the shop.
Oh, booger no lad, what they used to call me. And they got right here, brother. And they right, made my love me like that, man. Ernestine just wasn't no love ever like that right there, man. And my father's shadow is where I live. But where I'm from, alright, you know what it is. Get dirty. This man right here took me in and just loved on me. Cuz Jerry taught me things that no man taught me. Jamie was a fresh friend. A real one. And I'm still dirty with it, man. Fat man, I miss you, man. Always ready to go for it. It's just the dirty life. I'm used to we ain't scared. Dirty. Won't even see it. Trailer park dog. Old town. Uncle Kent jumping out. Gator tail hunting. That's us, man. Muck bowl. Football is life. This is my brother, man. And my like gave that to me early. My daughter was conceived in this building downstairs right there. Great high store. Y'all remember how them folks think about us. I gave it to me early. Hey man, through all this and all of it, get an understanding. Don't just keep living and you don't get it. Cause if you don't get it, it's gonna get you. Dirty. Say la.
To my kids, my future grandkids, my nieces and nephews, you might wonder, how did I get here? I do too. I ask myself that question every day. Well, it started in 2002 when I walked into the recruiting office. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know nothing about nothing when it came to the Navy. I walked in and I said, sign me up for whatever they're doing. It's funny, but it's true. I'm sorry, y'all, but that moment, I don't know why it made me feel that way, but it did. I had no clue what I was signing up for. Just knew that I didn't have the resources for the life I wanted. I guess I effed around and found out. I found out quick, too, that I should have had some more questions in that office. Yeah, because for the first time, this young man from Belgrade, Florida was alone.
This one you done explaining yourself.
Yo, y'all see what it is, man. Yeah. Hey.
My soul on the fine resting, God.
So y'all put y'all hands together, man. Welcome to the show, man. Senior Chief, Cleveland Knowles. Welcome to the set, brother. How you doing, man? Yes, sir. Yes, he is. Yeah, real. You looking good, man.
Likewise.
Hey, man. You better know it, man. Feeling good. 51. You know what I'm saying? What you at? 20.
Oh, yeah. I'm throwback. You know what I'm saying? I'm infinite. You know, I stopped aging. I stopped counting at a certain time.
Right.
After I got 40, I stopped counting, bro.
Stop counting. I feel you, brother. I feel you.
Start to forget.
Hey, man, welcome to the platform, man. I'm honored to have you here tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and introduce yourself, man, to the world and to the GusBoiRaw Show fans.
Hello, world. It's your boy, Trey Pound, a.k.a. Actually, my name is Cleveland Knowles III. Trey Pound. Trey is because I'm the third. And I'm from Belgrade, Florida, senior chief in the Coast Guard. 24 years, man, now I'm free. And salute to my dog Miles, man, for showing up, pulling up. GusBoy pulled up, and he represented. And I didn't know what I was getting either, but God is good, man. Everything panned out.
Everything panned out gloriously well, man. That was a beautiful event. You know, I've never been to anything military, not even in high school. I didn't go to the what it was in high school.
I ain't even went to none of that stuff in high school.
Well, I forget what it's called. The little military thing you can be in.
Oh, JROTC.
Yeah, JR. I didn't even go to none of the events, and I had females that was in it. You know what I'm saying? So I was a little intimidated by the military.
Yeah, me too. Like I said, that's part of my story. I knew nothing about the military before I joined. My dad was in the military. That's why it was important for me to capture that moment, because I didn't know anything about the military. I didn't know nothing about my father's career. And then I'm in this organization out on the road on my own and just trying to figure things out. And a lot of questions I wish I knew about it prior to going in, I had with him. I think it would have kind of like guided me in the right direction. Not that everything went astray, but I didn't know what I was walking myself into.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you say your father was in the military.
Correct.
Okay, then that definitely was your dad when we was at the event. Y'all look just alike. Um, um, what branch was your dad in?
My father was in the Navy.
Okay, he was in the Navy as well.
He was in the Navy.
Okay, okay. So, do you remember the deciding day? What it was that made you decide to go in? How was that? Where were you? What made you make that decision?
The deciding day, it was all like a glimpse, bro. Like I was up in Tallahassee, FAMU, and we was all like packed in one little small apartment, living on top of each other. But it was, I was there trying to just get away from home and just trying to like.
You was in college.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Trying to discover life on my own. I joined at the age of 20.
Okay.
But when I was in college, my brother had hit me up and he was like, "Yo, me and my boy Chuck, we about to join the Navy. Why don't you join us on the buddy program?" And I was like, when you out in that college atmosphere, you living your life. And I was like, "Nah, man, I'd rather be free. I'm good." And then he was like, "All right." Well, when I came home for winter break, that's when everything kind of like shifted, and my parents had that discussion with me as far as, it was a struggle for everybody to kind of try to help me out, even though I was up in college trying to do everything right. Financially, they just couldn't be able to support what I wanted to do. And I think I walked into that office, man. My parents were getting ready to go on a cruise. I think at the time they was paying all my bills when I was, not all my bills, because I was working as well, but it was helping me with my bills when I was up in college. And when they told me that they couldn't help me out, I had to kind of refigure out life. So I ended up walking into the office with my brother and Chuck. And once they had them gave me the news that they couldn't help me out no more, so I was like, all right, man, just sign me up for whatever these boys doing. And and I didn't know, like at that time in my mind, I was like, as long as I got my dogs with me, I'm with my dogs, I'll figure this out. It'll buff out. I'll figure out life as I go through. But they ended up taking me, and they loved my brother. And that recruiter, that's why you got to make sure you sit down with your child and get all the information. Um, it was a grimy recruiter, man, who kind of did us dirty.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, because he was the one who got all of us to join, man. My brother he was the one, he was the boots on the ground when it came to getting us enlisted in the military. But then they took me, and then they left him. And so the whole time I'm feeling like I'm doing something that I didn't even really want to do. We get through boot camp, me and Chuck, together in the same company. But in boot camp, after you're done with boot camp, you go off to your schools, and then you go to your unit. So when it was time for me to go to my new unit, Chuck going to California, I'm in Virginia, bro at the crib. We still don't know what's going on with bro. So it was like, bro, like I'm here. I ain't even want none of this, but now like I gotta refigure out life all over again.
Wow.
In a place unknown.
Wow. So you went to enlist because of your brother.
Correct.
And then they decided to not take your brother. When you say the recruiter was grimy, what made him? Can you talk about that?
Yes. So my brother was forthcoming with all the information that he provided the recruiter. To help the recruiter numbers out, I guess he didn't submit all the evidence that my brother gave him when it came to his legal background. Mm-hmm. So, in order for when my brother's background came up, when it went up to MEPS and they did their investigation, they're like, okay, well, what about this, this, and this? And my brother was like thrown off because he gave him all the information when he went through the waiver process, but the recruiter didn't send it up. He was trying to hide it from the Navy.
Wow.
So it looked like my brother was dishonest, but the recruiter was dishonest.
Wow.
So in order for that recruiter to keep his job, my brother took the L.
Wow. Did he know him, or he just?
Nah, he had no choice but to take the L.
Oh, like, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna do?
Wow, that's yeah, you're right. That's grimy. I remember when I was signing up for the military, I went with, I don't know if you know any of the Evans, Xavier Evans. Um, that's my cousin.
Zay sound familiar.
Yeah, Zay. We call him Zay. But Zay, me and Zay went and we went over to Palm Beach. It was some more Fion, I think Fion. I think it was Fion. Me, Fion, Zay, and a lot of folks didn't know. I, I left my parents, my mom and my dad, as a young kid, and I was in kind of like a foster care kind of like little situation. So coming out of that, I wasn't ready to do what anybody told me to do, and you know what I'm saying. So we got there. I remember, going in, to take the test and having to sign up. I went back and sat in the car. I was like, no, I ain't doing it. I was like, I ain't doing it. I went back and sat in the, man. Right there, I was at the office. Everybody in there doing what they need to do.
Let me ask you, have you played any sports though?
Not well. I played a little high school, you know what I'm saying, but not, I was more in the arts.
Okay, got you. Because I always compare, it's a similar like background. Like if you play sports and you've been coached or like any type of activity where there's a coach involved, they're gonna push you hard. Like
Right.
of course the military, they have their ways of doing things, but it's the same type of atmosphere. They just want to get the best out of you, to pull the best out of you,
Right.
and shape and mold you before they send you off.
I was young then, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I went hearing that then. You know something that's crazy though, right? In the short time that I sat there and talked to your captain or your ex-captain, the guy, in that short while of talking to him, and he's a white gentleman, I realized, and the way you guys were bonding, had I had some of this in my life, I know I would have been all right. In that short while of meeting him and talking with him and look, seeing what I was there for and checking you out, I was like, if I knew I was getting one of these to be over my life going into the military, because you don't get to know, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, wow, man, he was blessed to have a guy like this here, you know what I'm saying? In the short time we talked, man, the dude was.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, and you really, I honestly didn't know what I was walking into, because at that time I was in Alaska. Um, the unit I left prior to Alaska was in Virginia, and I went through turmoil on that boat, bro. Like, so I didn't know like what I was walking. I was always of the mindset of the cloth of, as long as I know my job, I do my job to the highest standard. I'm a man of, at first I'm a man of God and I'm a black man, but I'm not gonna like hide who I am to try to like fit into some type of mold. Like a lot of people do that. Like they're like, I don't want to say a lot of people, but people do that. Try to hide the true nature of who they are to try to fit or whatever validation they get from outside sources. And the turmoil that I was receiving from him, I didn't know like what I was gonna get. Well, from that unit in Virginia, like I was like, all right, let me just beat them, cooking, beat them, whatever we gotta do. I was competitive. Like I'm a competitive spirit. So I know like, all right, you may have all the educational background in the world, but you're not gonna beat me when it comes to taking these tests or when it comes to whatever physical activity or whatever culinary. Like I'm gonna make sure that I prepare myself and be ready for it. But it was bad, poor leadership at that unit. And so I just made sure I tested out of it. That's why I was saying the guy who before him was telling me, all right, if you go somewhere, I think he was trying to, my original guy who liked that captain was my first chief. And he was the one who put me on to like the black culture in the Coast Guard, the history, black history in the Coast Guard. And I ain't never had no like white man put me on to black anything.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? You know where we from, ain't you?
Yeah. That just ain't, it ain't happening.
Exactly.
It ain't happening.
So I was shocked. I was like, you bet. It's up.
Right.
They vibing with, because coming from the Navy going to the Coast Guard is two totally different lifestyles, bro. Navy is way more diverse. You're going to see people from all types of, all walks of life. Coast Guard is not as diverse. Every unit I walked in, the room was mostly white men. You know what I'm saying? So it was just different. I didn't know like how. So initially, when I joined the Coast Guard, I didn't know like how long I was going to be in. To be real with you, because just looking at how the dynamics of it, I was like, I don't know, like if it's a good fit for me, coming from where I'm from. But I had a good chief. Then I went to that unit by myself.
Power off.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you got to power off.
Yeah.
but that first good chief, then that bad experience, leaving that bad experience, going to Alaska to that captain, I didn't know like what I was walking into when he came, because I reported that unit before he got there, and then when I got there, the captain that they had, everybody was just like, the morale was just like in the pits. Everybody was just unhappy, and that's just not my vibe. Is positive energy corrects errors. You know, we're gonna get out here like I'm gonna play some music. We're gonna get the vibes going. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna perform at a high level. We're gonna work hard. We're gonna play hard. And my crew, they bit onto my philosophy. It was great. But once my new captain came in, that's when kind of like the energy shifted in the unit, and he just have a way of calming you down, you know, and let you know that hey, look, the world, everything's okay, you know, like as long as you do your job, I got your back.
I like it. He was from Florida too, right?
He's from the crib.
He's from the crib. He's from the crib. What's his name?
Juicy. I call him Luscious, but his name is Jim Jarnack.
Jarnack. Yeah,
he's from Miami. From the hood though. He's from like.
You can tell. I mean, man, if y'all had to meet this guy was like so in touch with the culture. You know what I'm saying? But in a white man's body. You know what I'm saying? But then he was a captain. You know, and I enjoyed the time talking to him, man. So shout out to you, Mr. Harnick, right? Jarnick. Sorry about that. that name, I couldn't get it that night. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get it right. I was gonna say it when I was on stage, but I couldn't get it. I was like, what did he say? I couldn't remember that man's name for nothing in the room, but I got it now, man. So shout out to Cap, man. We was gonna get Cap on the show, but you know we went another route, man. But we'll get back with you, Cap, man. So wow. So you left the Navy.
Correct.
Went to the Coast. How long were you in the Navy?
So I was in the Navy 5 years.
5 years.
And that's why I started my speech off with. I had a spark when I first started, but then I just ended up just getting in trouble. I went through my can't get right era, but the trouble wasn't because of, you know, stuff that I did. You have to know like the true history of why I got in trouble. But once I got in that first trouble, it's just like I realized like, all right, one little thing I can do in this organization will destroy my whole life. Like they was about to destroy my whole life over some. It was coming back from, who was at war, bombing another country, coming back, and
bombing.
We was about to. When you're coming back from overseas, the rule is you have to get rid of everything that you purchase overseas. So you got to destroy it. So our job in supply, they was like, all right, take these cigarettes down to the incinerator, burn them before we get back on to U.S. territory.
Wow.
So we was taking the cigarettes down and get burnt. On our way to the incinerator, we had asked the MA. MAs are the military police who making sure like if anybody fall overboard or whatever. So we was walking past the hangar deck, and he was like, yo, because usually we able to just throw trash overboard when you're in foreign waters, whatever. And we asked him, is it okay for us to throw this overboard? He gave us a green light, threw the stuff overboard, got back, and then that's when everything kind of hit the fan. It was like, yo, what you guys do with the cigarettes? They were under the perception that we were trying to steal them, sell them, whatever with the cigarettes, but that wasn't the case. The MA, he was scared to tell the NCIS what he gave us the green light to throw them away. So with him not being forthcoming with the information, kind of put us all in a bind. They're like, all right, well, where is it? So that's when they had us all like just standing out at attention destroying everything in our racks and whatnot, just trying to find evidence of us taking the cigarettes. And I'm just saying, like, when your rack is like your house. That's where everything, like, you got your pictures, your Bible, your memorabilia from the crib. You got everything is in that rack. So when they open my rack and I'm at attention. They just throwing everything out of my rack, and you just see stuff just flying by you, bro. They just trying to find something that wasn't there. And that's when I had that moment, like, damn, they trying to really destroy my life over something that they about to burn and incinerate.
Right. I'm just what I'm saying, thinking, like, wait a minute.
So that was like, all right, maybe this just not for me. That's what made me kind of like shift gears and transition out.
Wow. I could feel that. I mean, when you were saying it, I'm like, wait a minute. I thought you said they were finna burn it and throw it away and destroy it. And so they never found anything. They never found any of the stuff.
Well, when NCIS, you see the NCIS show, they gonna get information. So once they brought us each in and started grilling us, bro, they end up getting that confession from old boy. But by that time, I'm like, I'm already in trouble for something else. And then now I'm looking at like how like this about to play out. Nobody believing nothing we saying. And they gonna go with the word from the police. So yeah, that was my my moment where I'm like, all right, I gotta shift gears here, man. Before I end up getting into some trouble. Not because I'm not a troublemaker. I'm not gonna go out and do anything, but you just gotta know how to move.
Got to know how to move, tread. Wow, I can only imagine how that can be. So let me go back a little bit. You say y'all were dropping them things on people over there? I mean, you ain't got to, you know.
I mean, if you think about it, that's around the time it was Afghanistan war. Right. It was at war.
Right.
That's what
y'all.
what was doing.
Wow. So how coming from Belle Glade, Florida, man? Talk to these folks, man. Like so when this is going on, when the war is going on, did you think of home? Did you like remember the streets of Belle Glade, the fields? Like, cause you know when I've traveled and I've been, you know, I'm always, you know, because you know where we come from. I'm always thinking like, are they thinking about me? You know, or in a sense, not so much are they thinking about me, just, you know, they're not seeing this. They're not experiencing this. So I want to share it with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, how can I share this with my home? Through a story, through a song, you know.
Back then, everything was, the only time you receive information is if somebody writes you. So like, though I compared it to like being in jail. Like, right. Only way you got information was if somebody wrote you or sent you a care package. And like you have to spend a crazy amount of money to get access to the phone, wait for lines. So you have to really shift your mindset and not think about home when you're in that type of environment.
I got you.
That's when you can kind of like everything kind of goes south.
Yeah, I feel you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, you really had to get it. You had to just get all in where you were at this time, especially being at war.
Yeah, and I rep Belle Glade everywhere I go. That's where I'm from. It's in my blood. And if you're not from there, you won't really understand. And I used to take people when I was in the Navy. That was my thing because I talked about Belle Glade so much. Every time we would get back, I was like, all right, y'all want to see y'all? I would take people home.
Oh yeah, I used to do that too.
I was like, oh man, this is different.
I used to do that too. I love when I meet people and I'm gonna shoot you down now. I'm gonna let you see. And it never let them down. It never failed. They always like, whoa.
That's just that love that community that they poured into each other. It's so small. Tight-knit community. You know, everywhere you go, there's going to be a bad rap. But what I love about Belle Glade is the community aspect of it, you know. Everybody kind of looked at each other. From the point where we moved from Belle Glade to Palm Beach, that's when I had a culture shift then as well, where that's when I think us moving from Belle Glade to Palm Beach kind of shifted me and put me in a diverse element to where it made me a little bit more comfortable being around other races and whatnot.
Right. Did when you how old were you when you left Belgrade?
Oh, well, when we got to high school, that's when I.
Okay, so like your ninth grade
Yeah.
year. Okay, yeah. I left Belgrade. I'm a little older than you, but I left Belgrade when I was going to the seventh grade. Seventh grade. My mom and my dad um, uh, had an argument one night, and they said I remember my mom coming in the room saying, "Hey, me and your dad gonna split." You know what I'm saying? Um, Whatever, and uh, you, she said, "Larry, Gary, I'm gonna take y'all." And my oldest brother, he said, he wanted to stay. He was playing for Glade Central.
Wow.
It was supposed to be in a few months. She came and told us about it that night, and said, they're gonna take a little time, and we're gonna. Every morning, my dad was a street guy, so every morning my dad would get up and go up the streets, do what they do on Fifth Street back in them, in them days. That night, our mom told us that, right? When my dad got up and went up the streets that next morning, was the day I left Belgrade and never came back.
Wow. How was that? How was your transition from
Uh,
Belgrade to Palm Beach?
I went to Palm Beach.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we went up north, upstate, Palaca, Florida. I don't know if you ever heard of Palaca, Florida. Yeah, so we went up to Palaca,
Oh, y'all went
Florida.
to Belgrade Junior.
Man, so look, yeah, you know what I'm saying. I had to evolve into knowing what it was. Palaca was a bit smaller. You know what, Palaca? Now that I, really know the circumference, they actually about the same size. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I said
But
Belgrade Junior.
yeah, they actually about. But it was horrific. If I be honest with you, brother, it was really horrific. It was a big culture shock. It was a big change. It wasn't so much Palaca. It was I was tight with my cousins. I was a class clown, the Tiger Reds, the Steve Smiths, you know what I'm saying? The Wayne. I had friends. I had people. I was a muck boy. I was somebody. And I went to a place where I was nobody. I was just a new guy. You know what I'm saying? So no cousins. I had one cousin. Sorry about that, cuz Beamish, Stanley Murray. Made some great friends, but to just one night I'm a muck boy, the next day it was.
No, you still, yeah, you still.
Yeah.
But I get it. I had the similar experience where like once we moved there because like in Belgrade like our community was just lit, man. Where we had sleep, everybody
Right,
stayed the night.
right.
And my grandma, we all lived with my grandma at the time, and it was just like I had my cousins, had friends that were always we was in sports, football, baseball,
Right.
and like you, in sports we was killing it, bro. Like we was really like dumb guys. And then we moved to Palm Beach. The culture shock of it was like, all right, you walking into. That's when we had to go to Wellington High School. So you go to Wellington High School,
Pretty
parking
good.
lot looking like a Lloyd Banks, like Beamer Benz and Bentley. Everybody pulling up in like some big boy cars. And see my parents, struggling, bro. Like we wearing school clothes from from last year. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the economics of everything wasn't like in our favor, So we were sharing clothes. It was just a rough transition for for the family because the bills and everything was stacking up on the family and whatnot. So it was just like all hands on deck with each other, and that's when we really got introduced to church and family bonding. Our whole dynamic, our family structure kind of changed once we moved from Belgrade to Palm Beach. Not in a bad way, not in a good way, but it changed in a way where it impacted us to where we had that community. Because like a lot of stuff that mattered in those city life don't in that country like nobody give a damn about. So it's just a
Right.
different like dynamic.
Right. I definitely feel you. Look, we gotta take a commercial break. I gotta pay a little child support, so that's what paid.
Oh man, you behind?
Oh yeah. I'm like, um, 31 years behind on my oldest child. 18 years behind on my how
They should be grown now, so you be 30. They should
A few E's and R's on.
All right, go ahead and pay them bills, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna take a little break. We'll be right back, man. Y'all don't go nowhere. You're locked in on V108divide.com, man. And it's the GusBoiRaw Show. It's your boy Miles and your boy Trey. God dang on pound, man. We'll be right back, man. Y'all don't go nowhere.
This song is inspired by me, myself, by all the times that I let myself down, that I failed me, that I gave up on me, that I didn't believe, and all the times I just didn't know or even understand. Which makes me give y'all the song raw, real, from the creations. If I could, then I would. Since I can't, then I ain't. Nickel, dime, a quarter. I'm Sunshine City, Florida. And don't ask me for nothing if I can't ask for nothing. Get out and get you something, cause I ain't giving you nothing. If I could, then I would. Since I can't, then I ain't. Nickel, dime, a quarter. I'm Sunshine City, Florida. Don't ask me for nothing if I can't ask for nothing. Get out and get you something, cause I ain't getting. Hey, that just was a little snippet, rough draft out the lab of what we got to come. April the 6th, we launched the GusBoiRaw Show back with my boy Dwayne Rump. Y'all tune in and catch me down in Mulberry April 4th with my boy Case Money and your boy Scott Silk.
Justice for Cyrus. Yeah. He picked up the water, put the water back down. Walked out the door, never stole a thing in town. But somebody saw danger where danger wasn't found. And now another mother's crying while the world looks around. How many names we gotta learn? How many candles gotta burn? How many children gotta fall before justice hears the call? Justice for Cyrus. Justice for the child running from the fear and the anger, running wild. Justice for Cyrus. Let the whole world know a life ain't worthless because of where you come from. Justice for Cyrus. Say his name tonight, cause every child deserves to make it home alive. Trayvon carried Skittles, walking through the rain. Latasha held her money, still she took the blame. Different years, different streets, but the question stayed the same. How many broken families must carry all this pain? We ain't asking for revenge, we ain't asking for a fight. We're asking why a child can lose his life, and somehow that feels right. Tell me, would the story be the same? Would the verdict be the same if a white face wore his name? Justice for Cyrus. Justice for them all, the known and unknown children whose pictures line the wall. Justice for Cyrus. Until the day we see every child protected by the promise of being free.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and the giddy up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Like gave it to me early.
So we back.
Yeah, we back. Hey, man, look,
What hurt you?
we ain't
it
gonna
don't
hold you,
hurt
man.
me.
Me and Senior Chief, man, we sit here chopping it up on some touchy subjects, man. You know what I'm saying? I told him coming in the door, I said, man, we're gonna get intimate. He stepped 5 steps over from time. Nigga, what? Intimate?
Yeah, I ain't know intimate what you talking about.
The big lady cloud coming out of it. I'm like, boy, hey, you better, goddamn, man, you got a beautiful family, man, by the way, man. Man, yeah, man. I saw that you got a beautiful family. How long you been married?
I've been married. Dang, you trying to get me in trouble, bro. I've been married 20.
Oh, wow.
21 years, man.
You up there.
Years.
You up there.
And it wasn't, you know, life and marriage and family ain't easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot. I'm blessed and glad that they pulled up for me the way they did because I didn't know. A lot of my family first time. They never came to any of my stuff like that. My parents, the first time I seen my parents at one of my events was when I made chief. You know what I'm saying? So that was their first time seeing me in that element as well.
Wow.
It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, that's why I say I felt alone because I'm going through this thing, this whole situation, and I'm by myself trying to figure out, you know, this organization, this new territory, this new state, because you got to pack up and leave every so many years, and you're dealing with all these different battles at work, and then you don't have no family structure at home. It can kind of mess with your mental.
Listen, man, I hear you, man. It does me like that even still now. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, educating, grooming, and God, getting in that zone with myself helps to alleviate some of that dark space that it would normally take me to.
I'm the best top pillars right there, bro.
Yeah.
You can lean in. That's what I always tell people when dealing with words of wisdom is what we call it. Everything starts with leading yourself. Before you can lead anything in life, you gotta fix you first.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Once you lead self, then you can focus on leading others, leading performance and change, and whatever mission statements that you want to build for your organization. But first, you gotta figure out who you are, what you stand on as a man, and you know what you want to be, what your vision is for yourself.
Absolutely.
To thine own self be true.
To thy own self be true, man. I'm stuck on that, man. I'm really stuck on that. Yeah. So I see your dad was there. You know, it was a real touching moment for me at your event, right? So, you know, I told you about how my background, the mom, dad separated or whatever else, and seeing you at that event, and you got real, you know.
That's why I'm wearing these glasses now. Cause it depends on what you ask me. We might go down a whole. I be crying all over again. I can't get this crying ass nigga off the show. I be crying again.
Hey, bro, listen, man. I'm with you, man. I tell you, man. Listen, when you begin to break down on stage, right? And I wasn't sure. I was like, yo, he finna let go. You were talking, and I said, yo, he finna do it. Bro,
Gee, when I tell you, like, initially, I didn't even want to do a ceremony, bro. Initially, I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna just disappear. And I don't know, like, how many like people in the veteran community that you are around. Usually when that's when I had my first culture shock, bro. Was when my first transition. That taught me a lot about like people in relationship, like, and once you out of sight, out of mind. Once you're gone, everything keep moving, bro. Life keep moving. Nobody ain't checking up on you like that. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Hey, we got one of our affiliates, man, that popped up on the show,
Who
man.
we rocking?
That's Versus. He's also a veteran, man, of the armed forces. Hey, Versus, what's going on, man? Welcome to the show, man. How you doing, brother?
Hey, bro, what's going on? You see it?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, Chief, man, I want to say congratulations. Thank you for your service. And from the clip I saw, what you did the Navy and the Coast Guard?
Yes, sir.
Hey, salute, man. Salute. Most cats don't even make it through one. You know what I mean? But listen, I got a similar story. I heard you earlier. I went in the buddy club too, right? And we go to the MEP station for the night before, and then they swear you in and they ship you off. So me and my partner went to the MEP station that night. Man, this joker done got his little girlfriend. They took off that night. I'm getting up the next morning like, yo, where my dog at? Gotta go, swearing, and I'm out. I don't see him till like 4.5 years later. I'm like, damn, dog. I mean, what do we? But I understand that completely, man. But Chief, again, thank you for your service, man.
Hey, I want to salute to you for staying, because honestly, if I was in that same situation and my boy had bounced, I was like, I would have been gone with him.
Hey, wait, Verse.
Yeah.
Did he bounce for the night or he bounced?
Bruh, look, we rode up there together. Okay, this is how it happened. I don't know, Chief, if this was you. I came in 1990, Desert Storm, the Gulf War, right? So they picked us up in a little government vehicle, the little gray Impala. They picked us up, drove us to Albany, because I'm from New York, so the MEP station was in the capital, and boom, put us in the room, da-da-da-da. All right, tomorrow morning, 0600, we going to do this, you going to get breakfast, you going to get sweared in, da-da-da, and you gone. Yeah. We get up there last night, we like, no, this is the last night. We go, tip it up, whatever. This joker done had his chick come up the order. It's about an hour and a half away. She done scooped him up. I ain't seen him since. I mean, I've seen him, but that was the last I saw him of that night.
She talked him out of it.
Probably. And
I hope at least they got married or something, bro.
Actually, I think they did.
Oh,
him and Amy, they're still together. They on my little IG page and stuff. But that's my man. I'm just glad he's good. But I understand that MEP station, and one went this way.
Hey, Versus.
Yes.
Tell us, man. Tell the platform what army were you?
What branch?
I was in the Army. I was stationed in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. And the crazy thing is when I got there to do basic, that was the first time they let females at that duty station to go through co-ed basic. So our barracks was all male, the next barracks over was all female. It was the first time they was doing that. Now, the way it happened from my experience, we went to basic, then I went to desert, and then I went to AIT because it was October 1st, 1990 is my enlistment date. You know what it is. You know what it is, Chief. And there was a war going on. Remember, this is the first Desert Storm with the first Bush, not the first Bush. I'm dating myself, right? And so since it was happening like that, I got a picture, Miles. I'm gonna show you this picture. When I went to basic, we was about to go to AIT, right? And they was like, all right, y'all going overseas. This is when the desert BDUs was coming out. So we gonna let you go home for the weekend, see your people. When you get back, boom, you out of here. So I have a picture. I went home back to New York from Missouri, from basic, went home to New York, and I got a picture at church with my mom. I'm in my dress greens. I'm in my dress greens with my mom, and she's like, the look of my baby going to war. I mean, I can find that joint. I got to show it to you. But that's one of my, this shit is real now, moments. But yeah, man. And then
I had my shit is real moment was once I graduated boot camp, bro.
Right.
That's when everything kind of hit home. Like, bro,
yeah,
nobody showed up for my joint, bro. Like, I'm walking across stage. You see all these families out there, everybody hugging. They going out to eat dinner.
Nobody.
I'm like, nobody was there. My boy Chuck, who was there, he from the crib. His family had came in, so that was like I'm just kicking it with him and his family. But that's when I kind of like, damn, like this shit about to be really real because I'm on my own.
Yeah.
And I'm a young man at that time. I ain't never been.
Hey, Chief.
I never traveled like that.
Chief, where was your first duty station?
Norfolk, Virginia, on
USS
Theodore Roosevelt.
Yes, sir.
Aircraft carrier, yeah.
I went to school at Hampton University, so I know about Norfolk.
Oh yeah. it's still the same.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
unfortunate. Like I
yeah,
wish they would build up the city because it's a lot of
yeah.
it's a military town
Yep.
and so much money comes through there. But I think that they can really like pour more into the city and the communities in, in, in a different aspect. But it's
I
still
got
military driven.
I got another question. What was your MOS? What was your job title?
So in the Navy, I was supply. I worked as a logistics specialist, and then when I switched over to the Coast Guard, I transitioned to culinary specialist. So the
Okay.
Coast Guard have different systems, which they wouldn't let me lateral over into the Coast Guard with the same rate. So I just looked at it like, all right, well, what else I want to do? And for me, bro, food is everything, man. All of everything we do evolves around food. Food is powerful, and so I always wanted to learn how to, you know, bring people together and have a good time. You know, everything was centered around the dinner table. You know, picnics, cookouts. You know how it is back home. Everything is around food. So I want to learn how to provide that to other people. So that's what made me want to learn how to be a chef.
What
Hey
about
Chef,
you, Art?
I was a 75 Charlie. I was a paper pusher, personnel management. I was the guy that if you were to go overseas, you had a debriefing with me, and you got to go to the medics and get this paperwork filled out. Then on Tuesday, you go to the finance and get this paper. You can bring your family. You can't bring your family. This is what that's what I did. I was a
So
paper pusher.
you've been pushing paperwork on people for a long time, boy. That way, when we was with Agape, that's who you were for the company. You were
Yep.
that guy. Then within the church, that you
Yes,
were
sir.
that guy.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
What was your experience with your transition out? How did it go?
Okay, here where the hood in me come out. So I gotta listen. Since I was in the AG and I had a lot of paperwork and I knew what sergeant majors and I could go in I could go in your record and find out what you did. I was young and I was militant and I was pro my people. I would get into it with first sergeants and things like that. And so, you know, we have PT, right? And there was a first sergeant. He was getting on this soldier about you ain't da da da. And I'm like, I got your jacket, Top. I got your jacket. You ain't passed the PT since 1980, bro. Chill all that out. Chill all that out. Now I'm a E4, right? And he's an E9. So it don't operate. And at the time, remember when they were downsizing some of the forts and stuff, they were downsizing. So like Fort Dix in New Jersey was out of there, Fort Drum in New York. So they were like, look, we can either knock you down to a private or you can DDI and get up out of here. With an honorable. I got honorable. Ain't no. But mine was very political, kind of, I'm a wise ass, get the hell out, kind of. I'm being honest with you. But if I could go back now, Chief, to be honest, I'd have stuck it out and did the 20 and retired and sit back on cake like that. But I was young. You know, I thought I knew it all, and that's on me. But I'm proud to serve my country. All that.
I don't think that's on you. You stuck with true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of like the message of the show is just always stay true to you, and you wouldn't be who you were if you didn't make that decision.
Right.
To go out. That's when I was telling my dog. Like that's when I kind of realized like I felt alone again. You know, it was like a theme of me going in the military where it's like, all right, I'm still like feeling alone because when I transitioned out, you build all them relationships with all these brothers while you in. And once you out, it's like, all right, they move like
you become a civilian again.
Go ahead.
You become a civilian again, and it's like you have to start over. Because being a soldier is very regimented, and like you said, I have friends. I got my soldier buddies. I got my company buddies. And then when you get out, you like, well, damn, like, this is how it is now. And it's starting over.
I want to ask both of y'all the question because your mom and your dad is still together, right?
Mm-hmm.
And alive. And Art, your
My,
dad and mom,
both my parents are gone.
they gone?
Yes, sir. Both
Oh
are.
man, I'm sorry about that. I ain't know that, Art.
Yeah, this is
Sorry about that.
2011, 94. Yeah.
Okay, man. Hey, man, blessings and peace, man, to you and the rest of the family. So, but when you were, I don't forgot what y'all called it, and you said nobody didn't show up. What was that?
Oh, at boot camp.
Yeah, you
Gradu-
said
at
you
The
was
boot
with
camp.
your,
graduation
Oh,
of
at
boot,
the boot camp
the
graduation.
graduation
okay.
of
So nobody
basic.
showed up to yours, you said, right?
Yeah,
And I
nobody.
thought I heard you chiming in saying
Yep.
no one showed up for yours.
Nope.
But your parents were alive at that time, though, right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so what I want to ask y'all is because I noticed the alone messages kind of hovering over what we all kind of, as men can, I think, agree that the loneliness is a place that has gripped each one of us. What are you what are you playing? Porn, man? Did I hear moaning?
Oh yeah.
No,
Mama
no.
got
My
the
baby
tank
mama.
up.
Man, you get funny,
Tank going.
bro. Come on, man.
I thought I heard moaning, man.
You always doing stuff, man. My
She building
baby
up that
mama
tank
calling
back
me
there.
on the phone. I'm like, yo, I'm on the show. I'm on this show. Dude.
Hey, I thought she said, hey, I don't know what I'm sorry, brother. I'm gonna say you can't
Yo,
get.
Chief, you see how he do, right? You see it, right?
Nah, listen, I apologize,
No, you good.
but no,
No, you good.
seriously. Nah, listen. So, can I ask why do you think your folks didn't show up?
I think it was it was probably a combination of different reasons. Economics,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
probably played a toll in it. And honestly, I would just say that, bro. I honestly don't know. We never had that conversation.
Never had that
We did have a conversation about, you know, because a lot of times, like, people look at your life and they think, like, you, especially like military members, we suffer a lot, but we do it internally. Like, you won't notice it. Like, I'm
think
like,
you're okay.
That's why I said on the thing, like, bro, I'm in pain. Like, I got a lot of stuff that I need to get healed, and I'm not in a rush to go from one plantation to the other. Like, I need to take time, heal my body and figure out, how I want to proceed in life before I just go jump into another career, another job, because there's a lot of pain that I'm battling, whether it's mental, physical, like, that I just gotta, like, sit down with somebody and get it.
Hey, you know what? I want to ask you a question, the same question, but before I get there, I don't know how sensitive you are to that spirit when it's in the room, but when you were talking at the event, because I live in that place too, I knew it before you even just confessed it. Then I felt the pain in your delivery and how you monitored yourself and what you were saying on the mic. You know what I'm saying? I felt the pain. I was like, he really guided himself to not say
What he
certain
really wanted
things.
to say.
Like right, I could really feel that he was really, and it came out as much as it can for him in tears. But
Mm-hmm.
I knew I said that brother got the pain. The pain that I know. I said he got the pain. So let me go to Art right quick before we go into Art. What do you think was the reasoning for you having to go through that event
I,
alone?
I I think it was partly. I remember when I was on bivouac. That's like right before you get out of basic training. They take you out in the woods. You go in the woods for 5 days, whatever. I know my father was retiring at that time, but I really just think it was. I was in Missouri. They were in New York. It was economics. It was travel. It was the time frame. I don't think it was anything personal or nothing like that. I never took it like that. When I got married, when I was in the service, my dad did come when I had my son, came to see my son and stuff. So it was never like an issue like that. It was just something timing and distance. I think that's all it was.
Yeah, I think you did it right. You
But
can't like at that moment you can't take it personal because like when I tell my story, like if you think about like from a parental aspect, I don't know what's going on with my brother back home. Like that whole time I'm going through boot camp, every time the door would open, like we was like waiting on him like to show up. Like, all right, I'm gonna get a letter in the mail and let me know like, all right, maybe brother in the next company behind us, or maybe in the next two company. So I think it was economics that kind of played a toll in it, and then also them trying to like how that's gonna like navigate those emotions and feelings when you're dealing with a son at home who experiencing his trauma from not being able to go, and then you got a son that's you know what I'm saying. It's just I think it's just a hard.
I did.
yeah,
So let me share this with y'all. The predicament, the situation that I ended up being in with buys them, like you didn't know it go way as far back as it did, right?
hmm
I chose it. You know what I'm saying? I seen them taking care of other young men, and I wanted to be in. I wanted to be a part. So I asked, can I go, to this situation, right? Even though I asked and I wanted to be in the situation, I can, and I don't know if you guys can familiarize with this. Even though I asked and I was in that situation and I knew there was, circumstances and situations with my parents or whatever, I still every night there was a little boy in me that wanted my parents.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I
So
think
that's what I'm asking you.
I deal with that now. Like a part of me deal with that now. I feel that's why the alone. Like, I feel like um, even though from now, and I think that's why I included in my story. Like I'm not the same person that I was that you guys sent off to boot camp. I'm a
Yeah, I
totally
remember. Yeah,
different
right.
person. Like I done seen some things. I done been through some things, and I was alone in a lot of instances
Right.
dealing with that as a young man, and it's tough,
Right.
and that's why I wanted to make sure like if I said to myself if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna make sure I capture the moment and I'll be able to pass something down to where my kids can see or my grandkids, my nieces, nephews, whoever in the future when they see this they'll have an understanding of me because if you look at what's going on right now, like people history and like people are remaking history, like your story won't be your story if somebody else tell it. You know what I'm saying? So I want to just tell my own story.
I absolutely understand. All right, what about you? Did even though you got understanding, you don't think it was personal, right? And you pointed that out. But was there still because we all as young men and at the age, we need our you need the
people.
parental
Right,
guidance. It's
right.
absolutely vital. So I'm not trying to get you to
No,
cast the blame, but was there a
no, no.
reserve? Do you remember the boy in you, no matter what was going on, say, I don't care what's going
Right.
on, I need you here. Or I wish you would
Okay.
have been here.
So, so I'm gonna say two things. First, toward the inner child. Everybody got issues, and we always have to reflect to that inner child of us, that little Artie, that little L that is hurt because the big L cannot deal, or the big Art cannot deal with whatever situation, whatever is going on, and we forget about that little child. That's why I have a cousin who has PTSD because he can't deal with all of that stuff he saw, kicking down doors, going in holes, shooting. But that's a real thing with that inner child that needs comforting, that needs healing. Okay, that part. Now, as far as my parents, I can get I know for sure. There was never a personal thing. I remember in boot camp and in AIT, I would call my mother every Sunday night. Sunday night after child, they would give us time to go to the phone booth. The phone booth. That's how old it was. The phone booth. And I would call my mother every Sunday after child just to be like, hey, mom, I'm okay. I love you. How's everything? How's Miranda? Boom. And that was it. And that was my connection to the back home. Because when you talk about being lonely, bro, when you out there, like you and where I was at basic training, we was in the middle of the cornfield, Midwest USA. Ain't no brothers out there, bro, and it's fields. So when Chief talk about I gravitate to these guys that are with me, those became my homeboys. Those became my dudes. So when I get out the Army, I'm like, I gotta start that all over again. Does that make sense? Did I hit the question? So
you were perfect. No, I'm gonna cut you off. Go ahead, finish.
No, I'm good. I'm good. Go ahead.
I kind of messed up. You had a good little flow going too, and I appreciate your story. I think what kind of helped me out in a lot of instances was like my family. They definitely did set the infrastructure for the foundation as far as me being my relationship with God before I left off, and that's why I said it was just me, God, and His Word, because when I was like, and it was just like those scriptures and everything, like when nobody else was there, like the the scriptures from what my grandma taught me when she sat me on the porch. And the time when she was doing it, we didn't know, like my grandma, she couldn't read at the time, or she couldn't even see sometimes at the time. But she had us read like the 23rd Psalm every morning to her, and like my parents would have us read different scriptures and stuff out of the Bible. So it was just like those scriptures is kind of what kind of like programmed my mind to kind of get through. A lot of people get programmed from other sources as far as like, which that's another story. That's another story for another time that we can talk about. But I'm glad that they did set the foundation for me spiritually. Was kind of like, I wish my relationship with my mom and would be a little bit better, because I think we had a stronger relationship prior to me joining. And
you know, I was pointing out something, and I'm gonna get back to it. You just reminded me. I started it, but I veered away from it. But right quick, I want to introduce D. Brock to the platform. That's our chief engineer, producer, and choreographer. Y'all welcome D. Brock to the show. D, what's going on, brother?
You said choreographer? He danced?
I choreograph our show. D. Brock, what up, brother? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. You always having a problem being heard. Unmute yourself.
About Raylan. I wasn't muted. Can you hear me now? Tally's daughter, older daughter. Okay. I was just listening in, bro. I wasn't trying to come in. I was just spectating. I was being a guest.
Okay. Well, we seen you on the you know, when I see you down there, I don't know if you want to come in or you know, when you what you doing in the backstage if you don't want to come on.
That boy floss, that boy glistening, eh? That boy got them new veneers. That boy teeth looking good, eh?
He just that black. It make his teeth look whiter.
Varsity is still don't have a host to
Who that is? That's your wife talking?
And the coach is not gonna post.
Hey, Miss Renee.
So they won't have a coach.
Okay, well, yeah.
I wasn't listening in, bro. I wasn't trying to.
Okay. All right. Love, man. Thank you for being on the platform. Thank you for listening in, man. We're gonna get
I'll
back
hit
to
you
it.
later, D.
All right. So it's funny what you just said about your mom, right? Because that was the intricate part of the event that stood out to me, right? When I looked at your wife sitting there, right? Kids and everything, and when you began to break down, I thought your wife was gonna come up there or your dad. I was like, dang, dad ain't got up yet, bro ain't got up yet. I'm like, your mom got up there and she, bruh, remember I told you I said, boy, I teared up. When your mom came up there and embraced you like that, you don't know how many days I wished my mom was there to do that for me. So when I saw it, it took me there, bro. I couldn't even hold back. You know what I'm saying? I was like, even as a grown man, I'm just like, damn, well, you know,
that's your mom, man. That's my girl, man. And she, you know, I don't know if she know it or not, but she really, like, when we was in Belgrade, you know, like, as a kid, I was a chubby kid, bro. But I was always chubby, but I was confident in who I was, and she instilled a lot of confidence in us. And then she, you know, she would take me out on walks and go on runs and exercise and feed us right. and she poured into us a lot of love, bro. And even to this day, but I know I needed that. I needed. It's like I don't know. It's like the spirit. Like I don't know how everything is. It was like an out of body experience, bro. Like I was just like.
It was a spiritual moment, bro. I'm telling you, it resonated throughout the room. Y'all, I'm telling you, it did, bro. Keita was over there, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it was big, bro. I'm telling you, when you broke down, and mom just, you know how, it was just a spiritual moment, and it resonated throughout the whole room, but it was without words. From either one of you. It had nothing to do with words. It was just a mother arriving at an appointed time at the right time.
And it was right on time.
Sometimes you just feel it.
Even our relationship now, there's not a whole lot of talking. There's not a whole lot of words. Most of the conversation I have is with my father. But I know the love is always there. But as a child, a lot of times you need more. And I think that's what that's what it hit me when I was in boot camp, where like, yeah, I'm getting, or wherever I'm stationed at, I'll get stuff in the mail. Like, yeah, I'm getting a care package, but I need presence, like your presence. I need your time. I need like your physical presence. Versus whatever you can send me versus material wise. I don't care about materialistic things. I need my mom, my dad, my family, my community around me. It takes a village, bro, to get through anything in life. That's why if you're building a business, anything you're trying to build, a lot of its foundation and structure is based off of those principles in the Bible. People like to go and read all these different leadership books, but they make those leadership books off of principles in the Bible. But you need a community of people around. We're humans. You can't be in life alone. You need a community of people around you to get through whatever you're going through.
Absolutely, man. Art, I know I hear you when I hear you speak about your father, right?
Yeah.
And I tell you, I'm just, because my mom and dad just, excuse me, parenting just wasn't in the cards for me. You know what I'm saying? They were mom and dad, but parenting, relationship, that just wasn't in the cards.
So I got a question for you. What did you learn from that? As far as when it came to your own parenting style, like how did that, you know what I'm saying, like model the way that you parent?
For me, it modeled me in knowing to try to be aware of the unsaid. You know what I'm saying? Or filling in the gaps where you think that your presence or you know the things you may not know of, but just color it up, fill it in the gap. So for me, I just always tried to make myself available, and wherever I knew I was hurting at, I tried to comfort my kids even more in that area, reassuring them that I want to be a part. You know what I'm saying? Writing them letters, showing up at the schools. So I was a single dad with my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I used to think, you remember Kiki, all right?
Yes, sir.
So that's a good old classic hood name, man.
Yeah.
I love a classic hood name.
Yeah. So you was a part of the journey when I was being a single dad. You was right there. So
yes, sir.
I would try to do things to, and it didn't work. She, my daughter, I got her when she was 6. That's why they say, being in your kid's life or being that instrument in your kid's life, it really has to be before the age of 6 and stuff. And I get it because I got my daughter.
Hey,
baby
speaking
girl
of daughters.
Hey, it's Starla, right? What it is?
Yeah, Skylar.
Skylar. Hey, Skylar.
Oh man, it's beautiful.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So back to
good
school,
time.
huh? Get ready.
Go to bed.
Yeah, we in. Go to bed. I'm cutting. I gotta go, fellas. I gotta go. Father duties applying right now as we speak. But
Hey,
before
yo.
I go, I just want to say this on to that question that you asked, Miles. What I've learned, I can't raise my kids like my dad raised me, because it's different even between my daughter and my son. Like some of the stuff I could do with my son that my dad did, I can't do that with her. I have to treat her differently. It's still a parenting thing, but you know what hey boy, you can't do that. And then she's a girl too, but still it's different because this age group, this new era of kids, they on is way different. Even from my son. My son was into like video games and PlayStation and all. She's already doing YouTube and TikToks. So it's you got to parent differently to the different style of kid that you got. You know what I mean? But bruh, I love you, Miles. Chief, I salute you. God bless you. Enjoy retirement. You need to get together with Bean and hit some golf balls, bro. Real. That's what retired folk do now.
Hey,
Let's go. Hey, don't play with me, man.
All three of y'all do play golf, man, huh? Yeah, you
Yeah,
right.
man. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey, we definitely. Hey, we're gonna put a weekend together for all the fellas, man. Thank you for coming aboard as
For
always,
sure.
brother. We'll be on Wednesday, man. See you Wednesday.
All right, bro. We're gonna link.
All right. Peace.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
brother.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. So thank brother Versus, man. He's a poet, spoken word artist. So yeah, he
I
been
was looking for a good spoken word artist for the
oh man, well he in North Carolina, South North Carolina, but yeah, bro is he's a tremendous writer, deliverer. Yeah,
I gotta get his follows, and I want to check him out.
Yeah,
Check out
yeah.
his work.
I sent you his was like the last one at the bottom in the last text. So yeah, was just I think he just had created that or whatever. But yeah, man, just filling in the gap. Trying to make sure, and you ain't gonna fill in all of it. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, kids, society, life, it evolves, it changes. So yeah, just trying to be a parent.
So the word that you said that stuck out to me, that I'm glad you said, because a lot of people walking around unaware, that awareness, you aware of what didn't work for you in your upbringing, and you want to, change that. And salute to you for being aware of, you know, however your upbringing was, the good, the bad, and you know, like, all right, I want to make it right. So I want to salute you for being aware and trying to, even though like I'm aware too. So we both aware, right? So what I have to do is relearn, like, cause like 24 years, 12 of those years, I was underway.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have so much time where you in and out, you're gone. I have to relearn um, my like now I'm home. I'm around all the time. If the dynamic, everything kind of shifted, and then we have those little battles that go back and forth because we all kind of relearning this new dynamic. Like now they're starting to see sides of me that all right, maybe like we're adjusting, and I'm seeing sides of them that I haven't seen, and which is good. And also it kind of makes me feel like damn, like bro was saying, like I wish I could have stuck it out, but by you not sticking out, that gave you more time to kind of pour into your family. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to any man, woman who trying to do whatever they can to bring their family together, and it's not easy. So, in that moment, that's why it felt that way because of the family trauma that we experienced, and we still navigating that.
Still.
We're a beautiful family, but every family have their struggles, and I'm just vulnerable enough to talk about whatever I've been through, and a lot of people
Makes
don't.
it different.
So this is healing for me, being able to kind of like go into any space and just show who I am.
That's this dog on turmeric.
Oh yeah, you got that gin over
man. no, I'm with you. I'm with you. You know, like healing for me right now at 51 is daily. You know what I'm saying? My podcast, that's what the name of it, Dying Daily to Live.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And I think the name speaks for itself. You know what I'm saying? Every day, because I've spent 51 years becoming this person that's pretty good, but am I what God intended for me to be? Not now the journey was intended, but did I go the direction that was intended for me? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? That ain't bad. You know what I'm saying? It ain't his was his perfect will for me. But God, we serve we know we got a God that can utilize it all. You know what I'm saying? Take it and make it beautiful. So I look at my journey and that's why I named the podcast what it is, you know.
It went the way it's supposed to went. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a lesson behind everything. It's funny that you say that because I struggle with that every day. I'm wondering, like, did I make the right decision on a lot of things? And you can sit there and think about all the past stuff that you did, and did I do it right? How can I do it different? I want to ask you, what does dying daily? So okay, so every day you die, like what?
What is it?
Okay, so yesterday, what you died from yesterday to today?
So okay, so yesterday I'll tell you this. Yesterday, for me, I can see I know for a fact that I died from This is what I've been working on the death of alignment, being unaligned. You know, and I mean spiritually. You know what I'm saying? I've been relearning my relationship with God and what it is to really have a relationship with God, because I was brought up in the church, right? With a church belief, with a church understanding, a churchy way, right? With how I know God now and how I'm able to study and post-text, pre-text, context the word, I'm having to unalign myself from knowledge. The word of God say knowledge puffeth up, but it's the spirit that gives life. I just had knowledge. I had no spirit. So now that I live more spiritual, I'm having to realign myself to the real knowledge of the word. You know what I'm saying? And what things really mean. You know, a lot of us don't even really know how to pray. I always pray, our Father, if it be thy will, and you know, God, if you know what I'm saying, if God want me to have it, he gonna don't nothing in the Bible say about praying like that at all. Not it completely it it com- it just doesn't say that. You know what it says? Speak it. And it is so. It tells us that we're sons. We are not servants. The Bible don't say nothing about servant. He doesn't refer to us as servant. He referred to us as kingship, his son. He told us to make our requests known. That don't say beg. That doesn't say plead. You know, and I heard my grandma might, oh, you go before God and you be God if it be your will and you believe. So I've been realigning myself on how to have that real relationship that, you know, so that what I've been dying of is just being unaligned.
That's why they say study to show thyself approved. You know, like a lot of times, and that's when I was saying about people programmed.
Yeah.
A lot of times people don't know how to get in the space and be alone and without these devices and noise. Like the world is noisy.
Very noisy.
And if you can put yourself, if you got a prayer closet, you can put yourself in that prayer closet, no lights, everything, cut it off, and just sit there, just you and God. All right, and just wait to Him. He'll talk to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
People scared to be alone. People scared of that silence, bro.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. They don't want to hear. I'd rather. He say don't use vain babbling. Like that what Jesus told him. He say don't take all that vain babbling, all that, you know, oh God, and if you and then that's man. He said, man, I don't. He said all that. He said I don't get moved by all that. That's man, y'all. That's just emotion. I told you to speak boldly. Make your request known. Believe. He said, if ye have faith, ye shall have it. He ain't say beg. He ain't say plead. He said have faith and align yourself and you have. So I've been just like realigning myself, man, to how to really have a relationship. Dying to church. I go to church. I ain't opposed to that, meaning the mentality, meaning the ill-taught lessons, you know. So I just been dying to the ill-taught lessons and realigning myself to what God said. I came to get this to you. It's yours. He said he will hold no good thing from us. Believe in that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, just dying daily, man. You know, my attitude. So like the last few weeks, my death sentence for me has been my fleshy mind. You know, the way I thought things were supposed to be.
Flesh is a beast.
Oh man, you know. So just doing that, man.
So you had that porn going earlier.
Hey,
that flesh ain't no joke.
Hey, boy, listen. That was one of my addictions right there, man. I used to get the big Family Jar lotion, and I don't rub none of it on my body. Ain't none of it for my legs and arms.
No,
I'm in a relationship.
How long that Family Jar lasts?
About a month.
God,
about a month.
But your hands soft.
Boy, you hear me? You hear me, boy? I was in a relationship. I had Squavisha.
What?
I was in a relationship with Squavisha. And then Jerganisha. I had Jerganisha for a while.
Oh, you use that Equate?
I ain't like Equation. She too thick. I don't like them that thick. But right now, I got Coco. Oh, Cocolisha. Oh my God. Cocolisha is she's a beast, man. And she always smell good.
Hey, right?
Yo, man.
Then wash your hands afterwards.
Then wash your hands. You gotta wash your hands, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Mix some more cocoa on there.
Man, you know what it is, man. That's the life, man. Look, we gotta go to a commercial break and pay a few bills, man. We thank y'all for sitting in with us, man.
Which bills we paying now?
Child support. It's always child support. 3 kids and a bunch of
This is the second child.
Yeah, this Lil Larry commercial right here. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Lil Larry, man. I love you, son. V108 The Vibe. It's the Talk Vibe segment, man. The GusBoiRaw Show, man. Locked in with your host, Miles, man, and your boy, Trey Pound, man. We ain't going nowhere. We'll be right back. We out here.
If you ain't doing nothing, come on, take a ride with me. It's gonna get nuts. But I got you. Let go. I remember when the vision came. I saw it just like this. I was going to be here. I was going to be there. I was going to be everywhere. If only I could believe. Thanks for Uncle Kogai. It blasted off, man. I started doing my thing and I'm grinding with it. I got family. I got love, support. I'm in Orlando. People giving me love, man. And I'm blessed with it. Lil sis came through with her ass. And I'm just going to keep going, man. Cause the grind. I mean, just to be on the road, to see the people loving it, believing it, seeing what I'm seeing. Hey, you can't stop. Take that ride along with me, man. Check out the places and the people that just keep it alive for me, that make it exist. Just the gas in my tank, man.
These nuts here.
Appreciate y'all.
Good, not what? These nuts. Try our family-size bucket of gourmet boiled peanuts. Turkey, pork, or beef. You choose.
Success starts with you. Shop Are You Successful apparel, successful perfume, Velora Crown Hair Growth Oil, Elevation Bath Soaks, and more at successfultoyproduction.com.
You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up. You see the drippy, I'm fitted up. Hop in my car and I get it up. Secure the bag, yeah, I get the bus. Pick it up.
It don't hurt me like gave that to me early. I'm 3, 3, 4, 4, 30, and used to live in dirty. When hurt you, it won't hurt me. Life gave that to me early. I'm 3, 3, 4, 30, and used to live in dirty. I used to live in dirty.
There's a couple mains that's over here in this area.
I'm used to living dirty.
Hey man, we back. Told you, man, we ain't going nowhere, man.
Usually
Turmeric.
Nah, that's gin. You got some gin in there.
Pineapple. The Muslim brothers, I be getting
bean pie.
Nah, I get the juices and they sell big old grapes with seeds in them.
Or the muscaline.
Man, well, it ain't them, right? But it's just real grapes. They just huge. I mean, they huge, and when I tell you they fresh, got the seeds in them. When I discovered them a few months ago, and ever since it reminded me how much we're not eating real fruit anymore. I'm eating the grapes, and when I bite through them, you remember, and you get to the seed when you used to eat grapes. I hadn't did that in so long, I forgot about eating.
Oh, you just buying seedless grapes, that's why.
Right, I had to been buying seedless grapes. Now that I'm eating real grapes again, I'm like, yo, I remember this as a kid, that when you bite into a grape, it's a seed in the middle. Man, that's crazy.
Who would have thought that these fruits had seeds?
Right. That's crazy, right?
Kids, they
don't even know, man. They done tore down all the fruit trees now, so you'll have to go to the grocery store. You know, back where we grew up, you know, you can walk it, mango, grapes, okay, just right in it, reach over the gate and grab it right out of somebody's yard.
Yeah, we had a mango tree in the front and the backyard.
Wow.
At my grandma's crib. They still had them down in South Florida. They still grow.
Bear Glade got a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not a vast amount. Like you just walk around Bear Glade on. It was just, it was.
Yo, you remember they had the damn. They had the doggone watermelon, man. Used to roll through.
That was
on
my
a
uncle.
bicycle. Watermelon.
That was my uncle in the brown truck. Joe Bird, Cootie, Mr. Cootie, man. That was my uncle, man. Yeah, man. Shout out, man.
Unc wasn't. This guy who drove throughout, he was on a bicycle.
On the bicycle.
Had a wagon with watermelon in the back.
Oh wow! I wonder who that was.
Yes, boy. That boy they had some good watermelon.
Man, shout out to the life of a muck boy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a great life, man. We very privileged. Palaka is a muck community too. I didn't know that, man. They live off the soil up that way too. The soil, they don't got it on the sign, but her soil is definitely her fortune, man. Shout out to all my folks up there at Palaca, all the blimps,
blimps.
Yeah, they call it blimp for short, like the muck. They call it blimp. They call it Palaca blimp.
Damn, you just taught me something now.
Yeah, man, blimp time, man. So all the blimpians, man. Hey, man, prayers and love go out to. We can't pray for everybody sick that we know, man, but I got a brother that's down right now, Lorenzo Hart. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, man. We got prayers in the atmosphere and love to him, man, as he goes through, what he going through right now. So, man, prayers and love to my boy, man.
You said Lorenzo Hart?
Yeah, Lorenzo Hart. He out of Palaca, Florida. He live in Tampa, Florida right now. You know what I'm saying? So he dealing with some things. Life is turned the corner on him. You know what I'm saying? And it does that. So, everybody don't grab it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know how fortunate we are that, we can grab ourselves before life, can do other things to us. And I think even with your situation, my situation, knowing that we need healing, but to be in a place to even know or to admit and say that, we're alive. We got breath in our lungs. So we got opportunity.
That's what I was gonna say is you can't. I don't know where I was reading this at in the Bible, but it was talking about hope and just you gotta keep hope. You can't once you get to the point where you just lose all hope. That's when things start to go awry. I pray for him and his family, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
Thank you, brother.
That's whenever you're dealing with something terminal and medical. You got to have a strong support system around you, and then you got to also make sure that everything is, the family is taken care of.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So culinary. Culinary. So you in the kitchen? Are you in the kitchen presently? You know,
Personally, so my passion for cooking changed because of um, certain situations that kind of happened, transpired uh, within my workings or whatnot. But I'm not. I cook, but not as much as I used to.
Okay.
Like I got a lot of medical stuff that I'm dealing with, so especially with my hands, that kind of like impacted me as far as cooking as much as I do. And food for me is spiritual, and when I say like I kind of lost like I want to break bread and cook for like like people I know, like family, love. Like I just look at food different now, and I want to be around and break bread with the right people. If that makes sense.
absolutely, absolutely. You know, I got a
But
food business, so
oh hey man, I'll chop it up. We can go ahead and chef it up together.
yeah, man, I love cooking, man.
What?
I got the whole space here. I really want to do something where we invite, you know, people from Palaka, man, DJ Cash Blimp. He here in Atlanta. We, you know, chopping it up on some things. So we're trying to put a event with all this space we got here. You know what I'm saying? To invite everybody out and just, you know, fellowship, man.
What style of cooking do you do?
So I'm across the table with it. You know what I'm saying? I definitely, you know, I got the soul food going on.
Catfish nuggets.
You know, the whole thing, the grits and gravy. You know, the whole. I like to me personally when people ask me like, what's my favorite dish to cook? I like cooking things that I have not cooked before. You know what I'm saying? I like to challenge myself.
Sushi.
So I haven't did sushi. I've tried it. You eat sushi?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. See, are you doing the raw one or you do the cook?
All of it.
All
of them.
I haven't. So you eat the oysters and everything?
All of them. Yeah, boy. I mean, I ain't. It's aphrodisiac. I'm eating
I haven't got it. I've tried it. I've tried it cooked. I've tried it with all the crackers and all the. I can't get it down.
Whoa, pause. So, what kind of oysters are you eating?
I ain't gonna say I tried it all. I've tried them.
Because I noticed that the oysters down south or west.
See, I haven't been out west. So I only tried it in Florida.
Yeah, I don't like the oysters down south.
Yeah, so I haven't tried it here. But I don't know, decorated. They got all the shrimp on it and all. I done tried them a few ways. I just can't do it.
Just oysters though, but you like
no.
You don't like sushi?
I've never tried it.
You never tried sushi?
Right, I never tried it.
Oh man, we gotta get you coached then. Well, right now they say we're not messing with them right now, so we'll do some soul food sushi.
Man, soul food sushi?
I seen it. Well, you know Atlanta got all types of wild stuff on these menus. I seen
get out of here.
A collard greens sushi roll.
Man, I don't know. Now I might try that now.
See?
I heard you can have it cooked as well. I just can't see myself eating raw fish.
No, I like them both, cooked sushi and raw sushi.
Yeah, I can't.
But it got to be really good fish. It got to be sushi grade fish.
Right. So I think that may be my thing because from the muck. Now this is another thing for me. I ate so much fish in the muck, right? When we left and went to Palaca, I remember that I didn't eat fish until college again. I just, for some reason, I just couldn't stand fish. I ain't wanted no kind of fish.
What?
None. I wouldn't eat no fish. No matter what kind of fish it was, I was not eating fish. And until college, I went over to one of my homeboys' house, and walking up the stairs. Now at this time, nigga hungry. You know, niggas ain't eating like you ain't home with nobody cook, so you're hungry. I'm walking upstairs and I smell something cooking coming from the apartment, and it's smelling divine. I mean, smelling good. And I know it's fish. You know the fish smell of frying fish. I'm smelled it out my life. I'm like, man, whatever fish that is, somebody cooking that. You know, it smells good. I go in there, and it's my homeboy. It's his roommate. His name was Cincinnati.
His real name?
Nah, nah. That's just what they called him or whatever.
Okay.
So we go in. I go in there. Cincinnati is cooking tilapia. Never heard of
Oh,
tilapia.
no, you can't eat no tilapia.
Never heard of tilapia. Whatever. I walk in. I'm like, I see that it's fish and it's deboned because I ain't want to do the bone. He like, and that was why I now remember I hated doing the bone. I was like, got bones in it. He was like, nah. He like, y'all want some? Cause he cook. It's a bunch of it. I was like, yeah, I'll try. The tilapia and grits. He fix it. Everybody fix the plate or whatever. I eat it. It's delicious. I mean, it's delicious. That night right there, I got hooked back on fish.
Yeah.
That night right there, I went to the store the next day and bought me some tilapia, and started cooking it ever since then. Then I graduated to find out tilapia was not the fish to be eaten.
Yeah, they
You
ain't
know?
one.
So right now, I like catfish. I love catfish.
I knew you were gonna say
I
catfish.
love catfish. But I went home, right?
Well,
Hey,
Negro loves some catfish.
do you
Well,
remember?
Negro a fry but
Boy, you
cat.
hear me? Do you remember Nelson
Yeah, I
from
know
Bear Glade?
Ishmael.
No, not Ish. Nelson, he was an older guy than all of us. He had a boom in his car, dark skin. He was like one of the boomers back in Beckley. Have all the boom in his car. They called him anyway. Not recently, a few years ago. I go home, Nelson and Dwayne Rump parked by the canal down on the end of 6th Street. He got the propane out. He in the canal, pulling them out,
Frying them.
cleaning them, dropping them right there on the spot. Um, Spec,
Hot sauce and mustard.
dude,
And some
dude, listen
that
to
booty
me, man.
bread.
Listen to me. You hear me? You hear all of it, bro. I sat there on the end. It had been years. I sat there on the internet and remembered how much I love fish.
That's what I learned. Where like hood fish. Different. That's why you didn't like because they'll we our relationship with food, black people, culturally is different. All cultures is different. But when we go fish, like remember when you was a kid, we go fish. It don't matter how small that little motherfucker. They were like, yo, put it in the bucket. We frying it.
He
It
going
don't
down.
matter how small it is. You going home. We gonna fry it up.
He going down tonight. Yeah.
Ain't throwing that back.
I ain't never throwing nothing back, boy. It going down. Man, fishing was like that. It was a must. You know, that was. If you didn't go fishing, you ain't getting nothing. You ain't gonna eat. Talking about you ain't going fishing. My grandma them, man, these people fished like they fished from when Jesus woke up
They
until
probably,
Jesus went to sleep. That's how long we went to the fish creek.
they probably out there fishing with him now.
Man, you hear me, man? As much as I love my folks, they made me hate fishing because I wanted to go play football and do some other thing, go hunch behind the building. I want to go.
Damn, you ain't even get to go hunt.
I
You
did.
didn't play no hide and go get it.
Boy, you know how I was great at hide and go get. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I'm peeking the whole time to see whoever I want to hunch, wherever they running, and then we already want to hunch each other anyway. So she ain't really high. They supposed to be high when they want you to hunch, and they be peeking so you can find them. You know what I'm saying? Peaky coochie stuff.
Covering yourself. Go back to fishing and learning and what does he say? Planting a garden and
Man, bro, that's what I want to do. Hand to God, bro. If I could get me a little, which I am gonna get it, but I'm gonna plant, cause my
you
grandma.
start small.
I am. Everything was right out there in the yard. You walked out, they'll tell you go get some greens. It was outside. Cane. My grandma had it all right out there in that little garden, right by the alligator, everything, turtle. Man, them folks used to be out. He ain't tell you that wrong, man. Get back to the land, bro. You know, we got to get back to the land, man.
That's my bag. I started planting. Right now, I love planting herbs. So I got me some basil going, some mint going.
Okay.
I got some oregano.
You in the ground or you planting in pots?
I got planters that's
okay.
that sit like that's hanging planters.
Okay.
And
Yeah. Good stuff, man. That's why, man. Boy, you just don't know. I want to do that so bad. Like I want to grow all my own veggies. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, the fresh basil. You like kale?
Everything that I eat is what I want to like kind of
right.
Kind of like because what they doing food is murderous right now. So
you hear me? You hear me?
Growing my own stuff.
Right before you got here, I just had finished the salad, man. And that's another that I've been working on is my appetite. You know what I'm saying? Dying to the things that I've learned to eat that were devourers of what I'm saying, the temple that we've been given. We eat a bunch of things like that we're just not supposed to consume. You know what I'm saying? But because of the poverty level, we had to eat what we had to eat, or for us, we ate what we were taught to eat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, that's been another thing. So man, your dad told you some good stuff. I want to plant. I definitely want to. I'm getting it. Like right now, I'm only eating fish. Like that's the only meat like I consume. Um, every now and then, like I got a chicken soup in there, but I put very little of the meat in there. So I want more of the vegetables and the broth. You know what I'm saying? Then I got me another salad. So last week was my first week on the regimen. I did salads all week, soup and salad all week. Let me tell you something, man, and it's real. Drinking those sodas and stuff, staying away from all that. I felt fabulous. Rekindled the gym membership. Before I do my gym memberships, I always get myself into acclimated to where I'm doing at least 200 to 300 push-ups a day. You know what I'm saying? And I can't just get out and do them. I start at 25. I may wake up 25 while I'm ironing, do the shirt, drop, do another 25, get out of there, take care of something, do another 25. Now just doing them in 25 in the course of a day, I may do 500 push-ups. Because I ain't just trying to. But once I get my body in rotation, I go rekindle the gym membership. So I've been hitting the gym every day, eating right. You know what I'm saying? So just.
It's funny you say that. That's what a lot of us kind of struggle with when transitioning and out is like you had a set routine that you was accustomed to. Like you would wake up 6 in the morning. That was my thing. I would wake up. That's when taps. Everybody kind of wake up regularly. Wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's when I get my prayer on. You say you start with 25. I try to knock out 100 in the morning before I kind of like after I pray, I do my push up, my squat, and I kind of like set my routine. But now that you separate it from like your routine, now it's just getting a new routine of things that you how you want to get your day going. A lot of people kind of struggle with trying to find a new routine.
Yeah, it's definitely doable. It's that mind, man. You put your mind, set your mind to it, and it's all achievable. We about to wrap up, man. We're in our last 5 minutes, man. So, anything you want to leave, you want to leave on the platform, man. How to get in contact with you, your business, what you're, bro, doing. Tell them how to follow you.
You can follow me on all social media platforms. On Instagram, it's TreyPound561. We also do the Culture Uncut podcast, and we also have a sports and media business that we run, which is Flow Factory. If you know of any athletes who are navigating the NIL channels, please, by all means, reach out to us because it's It's a shark-infested territory. Those young men definitely need a lot of mentorship and guidance in that direction. Yeah, I mean, I'm easy to find, man. Cleveland Knowles is my name, and I'm wearing this goat chain because I think I'm sitting amongst the goat. I think what you're doing, your platform that you got going on, everything is beautiful.
Thank you.
However I can do to kind of shed light on what you got going, I'm all in, brother.
Absolutely, man. Listen, man, it's been a great, great experience being able to sit with you and just share the platform, man. I thank you for the booking. You know what I'm saying? A great leader taught me that a lot of times people like to put people together, but God put purposes together. You were led to book me. You know what I'm saying? You were definitely led to book me, man.
It was funny because and when you said one of your jokes was like, oh, it was about the money. Like, man, when I got it, I wish I'd have given him the higher. So for me, it wasn't. It had nothing to do with the money. It had to be the right. Like once I saw you that muck over everything, I was like, that's. I don't even. You could have went up there and bombed. Like, it could have been a disaster, but I think God would have found a way of making everything right because it had to be the right. That's what I told the D. I was like, I don't. Everybody from where I'm from naturally like he from Belgrade. He's gonna.
He got something.
Yeah, it's something special in him.
Yeah,
So I knew there was something special. It was something special in you when I saw you from Belgrade, and God led us together. And I know like this relationship is gonna continue to build.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, man.
And hopefully, I'm invited to the next catfish.
Hey, man, we're gonna do it right here together, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you, man. Blessings and blessings to you, bro. You and your brother and your family on everything you're doing. Before you go, man, I just want to leave the platform with a little something.
It's nice and compact. You can still fit up to 15 cards plus cash in here at the same time, so it is kind of the best of both.
I just want you to
Spin my finger right there. It's got an amazing.
Take this with you. You know what I'm saying? I've been blessed with this. I want to bless y'all with it. You said we all sit in peace and silence sometime. So let's just sit and piece it out for the rest of this moment. Y'all sit with us on this one.
Our Father is kind to his sons and daughters. His love endures through it all. His faith proves it. To his sons, never denying their blessing. We can be sure his love endures through it all. He is faithful and proves it again. So we must learn how to trust him more. When we don't understand how circumstances what does we can be sure that his love endures. When we struggle along the way, when our troubles overwhelm our days, there is good news for all who receive it. God is our Father and saves all who believe. Our Father is kind.
Yeah, man.
Our Father is kind.
Our Father is kind, brother. That thing's smooth, ain't it?
Yeah.
Man, we thank y'all for tuning in, man. Y'all be blessed. And if you get an opportunity, be kind, man. You a son and you a daughter. You are of the royal priesthood, man. We love you, man. Y'all be blessed. We out here, man.
Much love.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Know what I got up?
Come on down and get you some of these nuts, Heron, because you know they so mucking good.